Hi guys, happy Witchy Wednesday. Yes, it is Witchy Wednesday. So, okay Guadalupe, this is for you. Your reading we have shuffled already, and I'm going to see what's going on with your situation. So, here we go. Alright, so Seven of Wands is basically energy. So there could, yeah. So it's the situation with a male, and it's almost as if he is trying to fight off people, like alienate himself, and just it's of attitude, huge attitude, almost I'm better than you attitude towards quite a few people. So anything now with that situation with him, he is literally just, ready to, go at it with anybody that even wants to talk to him. So lots of anger. That could also be a parental figure, so yeah, that would represent, if it is a parental figure that is hounding this person, it's not good. So wands are energy. That energy is, he feels he is being attacked. So is he in any way, shape, or form being attacked? It's, his lips are very closed, the man in the card. But still there are peaks of light shining through the broken fence. So that's basically the entire situation. Things are starting for him to become clearer. And now he just feels that he needs to fight for just the sake of fighting. And these people that care about him, he just fights off. So very sad, very sad. So that's the basis of your situation. Alright, and this is what crosses the situation. So this would cross him, or the both of you, the Chariot, and that's a major card. And that represents taking back control. So I think with him, what he's trying to do is kind of reclaim his power, control-wise, his destiny. Since destiny is not predetermined, it is up to us. The horses obviously have led him. They're bound in harness. They are not free. So he is the charioteer. And then we have the subjects, which are the horses. So the charioteer, the one driving, is how he is treating the people, his subjects. And it's not very nice. So it's very rude, crude, and cruel. And literally, so this could be both ways. The horses could be literally dashing into oblivion with him. He could be just completely going out of control, like power hungry. When people sometimes come out of situations and realize who they really are, sometimes they get a really big head. So that really would represent, okay, yes, big time. This is showing then, reinforcing that he is literally just fighting off everybody for no reason. So it's weird, very weird energy. So with him, I do feel like the horses have just went off into oblivion for him. So, but he can change that. He can change that. It's his choice. It's his decision to not be the way he is to the people that care about him. So that is what is crossing him, and that is, could be for the better, or it could be for the worse, and I do see it as being for the worse, reinforcing this card, the Seven of Wands. just being, I don't want to say this, but a prick. So, and that is very typical of the situation that you were speaking about. I do know that firsthand, because there is a lot of repressed emotions and feelings and just things that you want to do, and so it might not be all completely his fault. Still, there are, huge periods of confusion when that type of a situation arises. Who's the male? There's the male energy in his life that maybe might not agree with his lifestyle. And it could also represent somebody trying to literally push their views and say, hey, you've got to go this way. You can't be this way. Or you can't go this way, you can't be a certain way. So it's about control and power. So it's not very good for him, and it's also affecting, his inner emotions, feelings, his inner self. The inner voyage is affecting everybody around him, especially you. So I would honestly just back off for a minute and let him see what he is truly missing out on. What a great friend. Alright, so this is something that is, what is underneath here? Right, the magician is something that has become a part of this situation. Your experience, or his experience, or the both of you in this situation. And there's the magician. So, manipulation, coagulation of the elements to control. So he could be a very teller of tall tales, very manipulative. The eyes, right here. See, the magician is neither male nor female. So we have literally an androgynous figure right here, and it does also represents the the feminine side to the masculine side. So the feminine side is coming out. That's come out. The manipulation of people, the trickery. So that could be the complete trickery. Using what he has around him to manipulate and deceive. The lilies represent purity, and the rose represents physical passion and divine love. So he is, to me, ignoring the purity and the divine love and going straight for the kill, so to say. So basically, the manipulation, the complete standoffish, not talking, lips are sealed, is really what's going on. So that has become already a part of the entire experience, and it's not very nice, it's not very good, but he can change that. That can be definitely changed. I need to move this. So hopefully he will try to steer it back into, okay, my friends accept me, I have friends, I need to talk to my friends, I don't need to be a prick. Okay, and then the Queen of Pentacles is something that is moving away right now. Either a positive or a negative energy that is affecting the situation. So that's the Queen of Pentacles. And she's nature. She represents the very feminine qualities inherent within males. So she could be, it could be a person. I do think it's a person that he has totally manipulated and kind of just tossed aside. So that is all too very, very extremely true to what you have told me, a little bit you did tell me. So yeah, that's kind of passing, and I kind of feel like maybe the people that are with him, or were with him, they're just slowly floating away, and that's what he wanted. That's what he has done with the magician and the chariots. So he is his own worst enemy. Greed, the jewels, so that would represent the flamboyant. I wouldn't say too flamboyant, but effeminate, which, is not bad. It's not bad at all. So it means he's in touch with, his feminine side. But it's still, he's pushing these people that care about him and want, to be there for him out. So that's just very rude. So he is taking the role of the drama queen, whereas other people are not. They're like, why? What? What's going on? Right, now the next card is something that may happen in the near future, depending on either his actions or your actions. So that's the Prince of Wands. So a very loving person, male, obviously. So bravery, it represents bravery. It represents, well, I would say coming out, getting the courage to come out, to literally face what he has done wrong, how he has wronged people, how he has manipulated people. And it's not always the person's fault when that type of situation is happening, but it is. Deep down, it really is. The overload of emotions, especially in that type of a situation, is expected very much. So I can talk to you personally about some of my personal experiences to try to help you and make you feel better. But I do think, is he a Leo? Is he a Leo? Because it shows me how stubborn and how, stubborn but bold. So he will hopefully take the Prince of Wands energy into consideration and embrace everybody that he has alienated, the ones that come back, if they do come back. So it just depends on him, very much on him. And now this is something that will definitely happen within your near future, but you all know, you too, that this is not set in stone. So if he decides to start to apologize and become a nice guy, instead of having his nose stuck up in the air, I see this, the Queen of Swords, double-edged sword. So there could be somebody, a marriage, another relationship with the same sex. So a same-sex marriage, a same-sex relationship. And we have the symbol for, let's see, air again. Yeah, I do kind of see the relationship. I'm not 100% sure, but I know it's going to hurt. It's going to mentally hurt and confuse a few people, maybe just you. I'm not 100% sure if it's just you. I highly doubt it. So we can only hope, for the best in that type of a situation, which is very tough. Very, very tough. So basically what the Celtic Cross right here has just told me is everything that is going on in his life. So getting rid of people, alienating himself, being a prick. Sorry, I'm very sorry to say that, but just power crazy, bigger head manipulation of everybody around him, just pushing everybody away, fighting everybody off because of the emotional situation. And a fatherly figure, what's the fatherly figure? Where does that come in? I kind of think it's like if it's the father figure saying, okay, well, you have to be this certain way, you can't do this, then I kind of feel like, okay, well, then there's issues in the home with that situation, and you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. Okay, so the Six of Wands, I always forget which... Oh, well, my whole book just, like, came apart. Alright. I always forget which one that is. Okay, the fears. This is what either you or him fear. So, the negative feelings that you have about the question. So, stay. And that's the Six of Wands. And that would represent... just laying down the people, friendships, to rest, putting them to rest and saying goodbye. So that would represent a basic fear of yours. So the basic fear of yours would be, okay, I'm losing, this person in my life that has been there. So, and it's very strong too. It's a very strong fear, but it's a natural and it's a healthy fear. I don't know how that can be healthy, but it's natural and it is healthy. So, right, that's the Six of Wands. So lots of energy going on. Tension, just tension. The ignoring you. It's seen right here. Not one of these male figure cards are looking me in the face. They are all looking to the left. To the left. To the left. The Chariot doesn't look at you straight in the face. This one's looking to the right, looking for answers, looking for ways to justify what they have done. So we have the Ace of Pentacles. Very nice card. So that is, it represents the opinions and the influences of family and friends on matter. So let's see, the Ace of Pentacles would represent something new at the beginning. So that's pure energy taking form. And it just kind of tells me people, like, they already knew. Like, family, friends already knew. Certain people did. And now they see it as him shining. But then there's still darkness. So it's a very, very narrow path. If you can see, there's just a very, very little bit of darkness. So it's been a very rough thing. And some people know it, some people don't. So, but I do think that other people think that this is the beginning of his new, how do I say it? His new life. New life. Yes, so you understand what I'm trying to say here. Okay, now the Hermit is your 9th, and this represents your hopes and ideals on the matter. Basically, this shows me, okay, you want answers. You definitely want answers. You've been left out in the dark. You have no clue what's going on. You're trying, this represents you coming actually to me to read the cards for you, so I see that there. For inspiration from above. just basically the hope of him coming to his senses, apologizing again, being nice, trying to make amends with these people, especially you. I mean, the Hermit is very, very complicated. It is very complicated. So have you had time to actually reflect on this and kind of come to terms with it? Because that is definitely what you need. And it kind of tells me to give him a taste of his own medicine as well. So, we have that. So you can always do that, but you are the bigger person. So now we have the Princess of Pentacles. So if he does, just open up to people, explain why, and doesn't fall back on manipulations. We have the Princess of Pentacles. And let's see what she represents. Let's see the final outcome of your situation. Alright, so I kind of feel like I do feel like there is going to be a lot of hurt, a lot of heartache in the end, but it's going to be worth it on his part, and then for everybody else, I think there's going to be amends made. So let me look at her. I'm not used to her. I'm not used to the Princess of Pentacles. Okay, so the princess exists in a beautiful landscape of rock formation, waterfalls, and flowers, and she wears a pentacle on her gown. Alright, so the Princess of Pentacles is very much of the earth realm. Comfort, sensual pleasure, material wealth are some of the things that make her happy. So earth inclinations can bring about greed, but usually the princess will fulfill herself through down-to-earth plans, followed by hard, practical work. So, because of her sincere involvement in labor, the princess is good at supervising others, able to give orders without being tyrannical or partial, so she is not exceedingly proud. But since she is sensitive to the prestige of others, which I do feel like this is a male, she is not likely to cause others to lose face. So I do feel like there's going to be something sooner than later if he does stay on the path that he's on. So corporate politics are to her an exasperating distraction from the job at hand. Concern with material wealth can make the Princess of Pentacles the ultimate capitalist or the ultimate communist, both opposite sides of the same coin. So the system of access to material wealth is, in her eyes, the determining factor in social health. So if she is a scholarly type, she will devote herself to economics, probably conservative, possibly progressive. She may have a deep commitment to fair use of land resources, or to alleviation of hunger. On the other hand, she could have a deep commitment to preserving wealth for her class or family, or merely for herself, regardless of moral or global considerations. So it could go both ways. So he's got two choices. He can either make it up, or he can go about his way and be miserable. So the princess may be a sculptor, especially one who works with stone or metal, a potter, a smith or jeweler, or someone involved in mineral fuel industries. Let's do a little more on her. Okay, so I do see the Seven of Pentacles. There we go. That's him. That's him right there. So I do feel like he's going to end up, for a bit, alone. He will end up alone for a while, trying to salvage what he has completely destroyed. Friends, maybe even his family. So, for you, I would say, lots of reflection, and for one, biggest thing of all, number one, it's not your fault. Never, ever. It's with him. Something with him. So he is going to reap what he has sown, ultimately. The serpent always eats its tail, and he is going to be biting his tail, or sticking whatever size shoe he wears in his mouth, which he already did by manipulating everybody around him. Schoolmates, maybe schoolmates, or college? Something along those lines. Family members, friends. Deluding himself. This pridefulness that comes with that territory. Yeah. You don't have to be that prideful just because you found out that you are, how do I want to say this? That you're attracted to the same sex. So, that's what that shows me. So he will definitely be there, and definitely somebody will be there to help. I kind of do feel like it's going to be you. I hope he comes to you out of good faith, not just because he is alone. So if you do feel like it, trust your gut. And if you feel like he's coming at you because of the situation at hand, because he has alienated himself from everybody else, and if you do go back and, say, hey, I'll help you, do it because you want to, not because you are given a pity party. Or not because, he is, or this person, sorry, is playing the, woe is me, and that sort of thing. So, quite interesting. Wow. Yeah, that's very interesting. He's very confused, my gods. So, that's very, very unsettling. Well, not unsettling, but it's kind of like, wow. I feel like, whoa, you actually did all that to these many people? And caused so much, drama and alienation and, what the hell's, what's going on? Is there a transition gonna happen? If that's gonna happen, transition, if you understand what I'm saying, male to female, is that even something that might be deep down for this person? That are just very effeminate, again, which is not bad, and changing your outside to feel what you feel on the inside, there's nothing wrong with that either. But is that even, is that something that's being contemplated or talked of? I do feel like the people are, attacking him. But then again, manipulation from him. So lots of past issues are going to catch up with him. So somebody will be there to help and pick up the pieces. And again, like I said, just make sure you're doing it because you want to, and not because he is playing that card of woe is me, and you got to help me because you were my friend. And so just be cautious. Be very, very cautious. And trust your gut. So, alright, I'm going to give you another reading with the Lenormand, the 18th century oracle cards, which are these. They're very tiny. Very tiny. And this little guy's going to help me too, my Jinn. So, thank you. Give me 1 sec. Alright. So, shuffle the cards. Yes, they're very, very tiny. I love these. These are so amazingly accurate, which is very nice. Thank you, my Virgo Queen. I love these. So, alright, your situation we have, let's see, the 10, and that is the Sith. Yes, okay, so the cut of the Sith, I can't read that. They're too tiny. The cut of the Sith, receipts to forewarn. Danger is coming. It cannot be avoided no matter where you turn. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a little. So this is new. This is completely new. So that is the 10. Alright, so the scythe, or the scythe. So the traditional meaning for it is look out for danger. This card is warning that two lovers may be about to part, or two partners in business. So this card is also a bearer or a harboringer of material wealth. The harvest has been brought in and it's about to be added to your coffers. So if positive cards are nearby, any threatening problems will be resolved. So current illnesses or money problems can now quickly be brought to an end. So, now let's see what other cards can, that's odd, what other cards are going to be surrounding it. So we have the 3, the ship, if you can see that. Let's see if we can get, there we go, the ship. Alright, so the ship, if you are steering the ship, the blossom of wealth will bloom in your life. If you inherit money, you will travel the world with it. Alright, so that's a pretty good card, a positive card, next to the Sith. Alright, number 3, the ship. So yes, current illnesses or money problems can now quickly be brought to an end. Number 3, the ship. Are signs of insecurity, such as the cancellation of a rent or work contract. So we'll go to 3. We will do the ship, traditional meaning. So a trip or inheritance is coming your way, or a fruitful business deal. A move or a sudden physical change in your home environment could also happen. Complicated problem can be solved through objective analysis. When appearing with the Clouds card, number 6, this means your life could be disrupted by negative influences. Let's see. We don't have the 10 in here, so basically, yeah, basically a big life change. So alright, now we have the 2. And this is clovers. So, if the clover's in the sun, happiness is sure to come. If clouds are hovering in the rain, your clover may be a sign of pain. So, the 2. Now let's see, with the 3, do we have anything with a 2? Hopefully not. No, we do not. So, right, the clover, the traditional meaning of the clover. So this card contains a symbol for ultimate happiness or hope. So sometimes interpreting the card can have to do with great inner happiness. So that is difficult to describe with words. A clover is a sign of money. So the negative aspect of the card can mean the happiness or luck is about to leave you. So if the card appears with the house or the star, yeah, and it does not. So, kinda, money, inheritance. I don't know what's going on with that. Okay, we have 28. The man. So, we have the man. Wow, alright, let's see what this one is. Okay, 28. Oh, it's the gentleman. So, the gentleman is the first of the significator cards. So if you yourself or your client is a man, then it represents you or him, or on a symbolical level. So the gentleman is closely related to the masculine topics, such as good friend, partner, or husband. So if card 28 and card 28 and card 29, the lady, lie directly next to one another or close to one another with their faces pointing to one another. Wow. Then they stand for a good marriage or a loving relationship. If they are facing away from one another, this may be a warning of upcoming problems in the relationship which, if not resolved, could lead to separation or divorce. It could mean your partner is leading a separate life unknown to you. So, or that the spiritual bond between you could be broken. Alright, so we have the number 10. So, number 10, the Sith are signs there could be unpleasantries or frustrations coming your way. Alright. Okay, so that's odd. That's very odd. Leading a double life. We have the guy, the man with his shadow. That could be the double life. Now we have the key. 33. Ooh, give me the key to room 33. Now you guys have to tell me where that came from. So, okay, if the 10 is close at hand, it has a special plan to help now with your wish, no matter what it is. Alright, so 33, we will see. Okay, the key, traditional meaning. So there are so many possibilities to open new doors. If you succeed in doing so, your wishes will come true. So new projects will be successful because the key is a symbol of talents and abilities that you have yet to discover. So these talents are more valuable to you than any material treasure. So I think that's going to unlock all of what's going on. I really honestly think that you are going to help and unlock what's going on. You're going to figure it out. You are figuring it out. The double life. The craziness that is going on, especially with the Sith. That just... The double life, it just makes me kind of irritated and mad. Alright, so the key is a symbol of talents and abilities. Okay, I already told you that. Alright, so let's see. Okay. Do we have the house? No, we do not. Number 19? No. So we don't have any bad or negative cards with it. Nope, we don't have any negative cards with it. So, I really, really, really think the key is you are unlocking all of this. So that kind of makes more sense. It kind of just, it just kind of validated the other reading. So it did give, you know, a little more insight, especially with the 28 card. That was a little, just a little freaky to hear that double life. So, all in all, you have to do for you. Don't let anybody push you, corner you into doing something that you're not comfortable with. If you don't want to help, you don't have to. Right here, the key. You are already, you have the opportunity in your hands to just say, hey, it's not my problem anymore. Go away. But if you want to, which I know you are a loving, caring, and just a very amazing woman, I think you will help. And I do kind of think that he might actually apologize. So, that is what I get from those. Very, very interesting, especially the man, the gentleman. Very different. Whoopsie-doopsie-doo. I love these cards. They are so cool. Alright. Thank you, my Jim. I love you. Okay. Give me 1 sec. Cold chill, and I'll be right back. Hi, guys. Well, that was a pretty intense reading, I would say. So hopefully it does work out. I feel short. I hate that feeling. There we go. There, I'm not short. So yeah, hopefully, I don't know, hopefully it works out all for the best. I think it will. I really do. So just kind of, just tread lightly, especially if it is the situation that I'm thinking it is very difficult. But it still doesn't make it's not an excuse to be that way to you, to other people. So yeah. I would definitely just back off for a while, or confront him and be like, what is your deal? So, I hope that helps. If it doesn't, we'll do it again. So, alright, my darling, thank you for letting me read for you again. And you thought I forgot you. Never. I could never forget you. You're too amazing. So, alright guys, books are being shipped today. So, I know a lot of you are wanting oils again. Give me a couple weeks to stock back up, and they'll be all the way back up. So, I hope you guys have a great Witchy Wednesday. So, alright, Lucifer, May 8th. So, we have a little less than a month. Exciting. Very exciting. I thought it was April, but no, it's next month. Whatever. Alright guys, I love you all very much with all my heart. All the way from Venus. Oh, that arm feels better. All the way back down. I will see you guys tomorrow. So, everybody have a good Witchy Wednesday. And I will email you right now. So, alright guys, I love you all very much. And everybody have a great, great, great day. Try to stay cold or stay warm. Yeah, warm because it's cold. Blah. Alright guys, I love you all and thank you guys for watching.